Good morning, welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number 219. It's Saturday, payday, end of the nice work week. Busy day yesterday, lots of things going on around the site, as y'all saw. And today our general labor crew is back on site. You can hear the noise already starting up. And we're gonna walk you around and show you where everybody's at this morning. So let's get started. Starting out on the outside, Mr. Ricky's finishing up with the gold castings on the gates, and then he's gonna start heading over and start working on the sliding gate on the other side. So on the fence grills, he's almost finished. Yeah, I said gates the first time. This is grills, fence grills. So he's working on that. We'll come around here to the front of the house, and our foreman, Mr. Marlin, is doing the tiles for the front landing here, the first landing here coming in the gate, coming in the service gate in the front. So he's gonna put in the new tile here and give it a shot and see how things are going. On the inside, our varnishers are still working the front main door, also doing the varnishing and getting prepped the window moldings for the side lights and transom for the front. Okay, let's continue around the side of the house. We'll go around to the north side where all our folks are at. Well, they were here. Mr. Lloyd is working on starting to paint the exterior of the building, so we're starting from this side and working that way. Inside, Mr. Alex has been bringing the doors out here and shaving them down. Mr. Allen, our carpenter, is starting to cut out the panels and doors for our cabinets in the dirty kitchen area here. So this is going to be his job site today. He's working, I believe, first down here on the bottom cabinets, and then he's going to start fabricating all of the cabinet doors as we work our way around. Okay, we've got painters inside of the main living room area. Mr. Stanley, Mr. JR is here somewhere, and Mr. Wilson, and we're all working on paint, trim, and skim coat here for the archway here in the living room. Okay, as I was talking about, Mr. Alex is busy with the doors, so he's trimming the doors and getting them ready to be hung, making sure they fit in place and do not rub on the bottom when we open and close on the tile. Good tight fit. That's the majority of the folks this morning. A little light on crew today. The rest of them will be showing up a little bit later. And our water filtration contractor delivered the 2 storage tanks today. He had a family emergency, so he will not be able to do the installation today, but he did go ahead and do the delivery. So we will see this started up on Monday, perhaps. We'll let you know when he comes back. All right, guys, it's time for Saturday morning shout outs. I better get it done this morning while I'm thinking about it before I forget, since I forgot last week. Say hello and thank you for joining the casa.texpina team as we welcome some new subscribers. So let's go down the list here. We got Steve Villanueva from Canada, John and Verna Kinnikin, also from Canada, Jerry Frias from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, looking to be building in Pangasinan here soon. Marcelino Astelero in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And the next one, not from Canada, Chu Bei from Seoul, South Korea. Gonna jump back to the States, Elizabeth Gonzalez from Seattle, Washington. Jerry Neal from St. Louis, Missouri. and YouTube user Holy Cats from Houston, Texas. Also would like to add in a couple of special shout outs. My sister-in-law Rowena Malika, happy birthday. Hers was yesterday. Rin Illustre, speak of the devil, happy birthday on Thursday, and congratulations on getting married to Miss Jackie. May God bless you with many blessed and wonderful years together. And last but not least, happy birthday, happy special 10th birthday to Emie, daughter of our subscriber Andrew C. in Australia. Thank you all guys for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and being a part of the whole vlog experience for us. Y'all take care. All right, our plumber friends are back today, and we're working on faucet installs in the sinks in the master bath. So we got putting the hoses and stuff, getting it all tightened down for the faucet on the top, and then connecting the lines to each of their respective hot and cold water taps. Same on both sides. And the next thing they're going to do is start putting in the drains for the sinks. All right, on the north side of the house, our exterior walls are starting to get painted. So this is first coat of the nice gold color. We'll be seeing more of this as we keep going. And Mr. Ricky has moved on to the sliding gate. So we're getting ready to get started with this. It'll be painted and colored same as the fence grills and the service gates. So you're going to see a lot of dark gray and just a touch of gold. Well, it's a little quiet in here. The AC installers have returned today, and they're starting to put in the indoor units, the indoor pieces of the units. This is the back side of one of the units that's going to be going here in the breakfast nook area. So they uncovered all the piping, plumbing, electrical that they had pre-installed, cut the drain line down to the correct size, and that will all hook up here on the back of the machine when they get ready to hang it up in place. So we're going to leave that to the professionals and let them show how that goes. So we got the electric that comes down in the FlexCon, and 2 copper tubings for ingoing and outgoing refrigerant going out to the condensing unit on the outside. So those all connect to the piping that's on the inside and the drain line that's right here. All right, so they're installing each one in each room. It has a bracket that they're going to install on the wall. So they'll secure that to the wall first, and then they make the connections for the copper tubing and the electrical through there. Each unit is going to have a breaker on the outside next to the condensing unit. So these are not plug into the wall and then back to the main panel. It's a breaker on and off at each one, similar to a switch, but they're going to use it as a breaker and back to the main panels. So this one is a little different. This is in bedroom number 2 because they did not mount the outside condensing unit yet. They're getting ready to, and what it is they're going to mount these exactly back to back. So the amount of tubing that they're going to have here is very short through the wall. All right, we got the faucets put in for the his and hers and the master bath area. So we've got the sink, the faucet in, and the drain lines. Both of them done in. Good to go. We are still waiting on feedback from the engineer regarding the shower attachment that's supposed to go here. So we'll let you know when we see that. All right, so we're getting ready to install one of the units here in the breakfast nook area. What they did was they took the unit, put it up on the wall, and hung it on the bracket that was already there, and then they're just propped the corner of it open on the bottom so that they can get to the piping underneath and make all the connections. So they've got 2 lines for the coolant, ingoing, outgoing, or supply and return, and then the electrical and a drain line. So they've got a drain line, condensate drain line that's from the inside. That's the white tube that's hanging here. That'll connect into the blue tube that you see right there. And then what they're working on connecting now is the supply and return coolant lines that go to the condensation unit outside, the condenser unit. All right, we got the first unit installed here in the breakfast nook area, and they're just putting the cover back over the top of it since we're not getting these commissioned yet. So they are put in place and put the dust cover back over it just to protect all the workings on the inside and the filters. So we will see these guys back again once we have commercial power and these are ready for commissioning. Almost there. All right, all right, all right. Our front door, the casing or the front door trim, whatever, front door opening itself, the framing, there we go, the front door framing. Let me struggle with my English for a minute. You wouldn't think it was my first language. Yeah, the front door framing has been stained, sealed, and now it has been colored to match the front door that's going to go in. So, curious thing to note that the wood grain that you see is actually painted. This is painted wood grain. Reason being, the wood frame is made out of yakal, which is a very hard wood, very dark wood. If y'all remember, you'll go back a couple episodes, you'll see the original color in here. But it also had a lot of major cracks. So talking with the varnish guys, the varnishers over here, Mr. Andy, he's telling me that if you leave the yakal to the natural color of the wood, it will continue to split and split and split. You're always going to have splits in it. So, but if you seal it and paint it, or steel it and stain it, it won't split anymore. So they have sealed it, then they stained it to match the door that's going to go in, which is going to be the same color as these here, which is the tangile. It's a different kind of Philippine hardwood, but it does have a better looking grain on it. So they stained it to match, and then they had to go back and actually do a darker stain over the top. So the method they do, they actually end up making the wood grain themselves with the stains. Comes out looking really nice. So it does give it a little bit of color, a little bit of accent, and the main front door, when it gets it put in place, will blend in nicely. All right, now we're getting ready to put in the last two. Now we're getting ready to put in the last two of the indoor units. This is up here in the media room. These are also going to be our most challenging as far as getting the cool air out because the sidewall is so short. We are looking at some online purchases that we're going to make that are deflectors that will actually help point that air up. So we're looking at those, and I'll see if I can find it on one of the online shopping sites and drop it in the video, probably about here. And that's what we're looking at. All right, so these guys are on the last two for interior installs. Well, looky what we got. A little bit of rain. Well, that means no more painting on the outside, but good news is all of our air conditioning units have been installed inside and out. Only thing they're waiting on now is for the electrical hookup. Alright, we're getting the 2-for-1 special this afternoon. We're getting painting and sanding. So Mr. Wilson there is still sanding the bottom of the archway, getting it prepped for paint. And right behind him, Mr. Gel is starting to airbrush the gray for the top of the columns there. That's only first coat. Looking good. All right, it's Saturday, it's payday. That means the guys got paid and it's time to start cleaning up the site, and they're gonna start prepping to leave on out of here. We're pretty much right behind them. So if y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here. And you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again on Monday, have a great afternoon, a great weekend, and God bless. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul.